This brief training will talk about discovering volunteers for your organization. So, a critical step in getting your volunteer program started and sustained is getting the right volunteers to fill those positions that you have. So, the three most common strategies used to recruit volunteers for defined positions are warm body recruitment, targeted recruitment, and concentric circles recruitment. So, warm body recruitment. When you need a large number of volunteers for a short period of time and the qualifications of the task are minimal, you might engage in warm body recruitment. This involves a broad dissemination of information, which can be done through brochures, posters, things of that nature. So, targeted recruitment. The targeted campaign requires a carefully planned approach to a small audience. You can use this method when you're trying to recruit volunteers that need to have specific skills or not commonly found characteristics. So, concentric circles recruitment. This type of recruitment requires you to identify those populations that are already in direct or indirect contact with your organization and then contacting them with your specific recruitment message. Determining whether recruitment should be broad-based, targeted, or a combination of the both will help you develop a recruitment strategy. So let's look at what that developing a recruitment strategy looks like. So the next task in recruitment is to investigate the marketplace of potential volunteers and develop a recruitment strategy. So determining ways to reach those volunteers, that can be done through networking with businesses and community groups, analyzing what is currently being done by other organizations to recruit effectively, and then identify ways that will make your organization a little more attractive to the volunteers. A few places to consider discovering volunteers. Of course, social media tools such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Internet sites such as idealistic.org, volunteermatch.org, and even indeed.org. Faith-based organizations, your friends, colleges, local stores, sororities and fraternities, public events, and even places of employment. Finally, select one or more media that are likely to reach the volunteers you want. When selecting media, you should remember, be sure to match the media outlet to the probable demographics of your target group. For example, while some senior citizens may listen to heavy metal radio stations, most probably don't. It would be more effective to recruit senior citizens via newspapers or even senior citizen groups. So then select the media types that are within your budget. Television time is more expensive than radio time, and both are more expensive than newspaper space. If other factors are equal, why pay more? So then carefully selection of the media you intend to use can enhance your opportunities for reaching the audience that you want. So now we're going to talk about developing a recruitment message. After you have determined who and where to recruit, the next task is to write a message that will reach your potential volunteers, keeping in mind what needs of the volunteers you are appealing to. Also, keep in mind for what medium you are writing, as the medium will affect how you write the message. For example, the length, whether you need to include a visual element, things of that nature. So after determining who and where to recruit, the next task is to craft the recruitment message that will reach your potential volunteers. So this message should include these elements: an opening that will catch the audience's attention, a statement of the need, what is the problem, a statement of the solution, how volunteers can meet that need, a statement to address the listener's question as to whether he or she can potentially do this job, and then what's in it for the volunteer, and finally, a contact point to actually get involved. So now we're going to take a look at a sample recruitment message. So here it goes. You may never work harder, get dirtier, or get paid less, but this could be the best job you never got paid to do. We can't change history, but with your help, we can make it a little easier for disaster victims to get from today to tomorrow. Every year, fires, floods, tornadoes, and other natural disasters randomly strike thousands of families, sometimes near your home. Lives are changed forever. Families lose homes, and worse. It's not a job for everybody. It takes commitment. It takes training. But if you're in good health and you're willing to help, you can become part of the cadre of trained Red Cross volunteers who are swiftly mobilized when disasters strike near home. You can be part of the community. You can meet other people who care. You can be ready when disasters strike. To find out how, call your local Red Cross office. So now we're going to look at some things that you should have noticed in that sample recruitment message. Notice the message contains an attention-grabbing opening, the best job you never got paid to do. It also defines the need, disaster response. It specifies the solution, Red Cross volunteers. It holds out the possibility that the listener can do the job. For example, if you're in good health and you're willing to help. It also, in addressing benefits to the audience, it appeals to potential volunteers' need to make a difference. For example, with your help, we can make it a little easier. And a social need for affiliation. You can be part of a community. You can meet other people who care. And finally, it specifies a contact, your local Red Cross office. So what's next, you ask? If you need strategies for discovering volunteers, please email Tanya at altruisticallyyours.com.